Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, it has been a week. It has been a long time since I've filmed. It has not been a fun week. Let's just say that it has not been a fun week. I was going to sit down and film on Wednesday, but I ended up getting very, very sick on Wednesday. That I carried into Thursday, and I was actually in the hospital Wednesday night into Thursday. So there's a little backstory. We ended up ordering food Wednesday night from DoorDash. We ended up ordering McDonald's. And the person who delivered it the first time delivered the wrong order. Wrong food, wrong drinks, whatever. We didn't think anything, excuse me. We didn't think anything of it at the time other than contact DoorDash, your money back, we order food, you know? I asked DoorDash what am I supposed to do with the food. They said you can donate it, ditch it, or eat it, you know? Well, the food in the bag, none of us want it. So while we were waiting for, it was me and my mom at the time, waiting for the other food to come, I had the soda. What happened after I had a drink, I don't know. Like, this is the thing I don't know. I don't know if that original person, like, did something to the food. Or if I just had, like, a strange reaction to something in the world, you know? But I had that drink, and I drank the whole thing. I was like a medium Coke while waiting for food. The other food arrived, the food we actually ordered, we ordered it and came, you know, everything. And just from drinking that soda, eating none of the food, I ended up getting so much indigestion. I had like dry heaves, I was cold, I was shivering, I was hot, but I was sweating. Well, I was cold, but I was sweating. Like all these, like these different sensory things going off in my body. And I felt like death. It was so bad, I asked my mom, like, she gave me a blanket that was like 5 feet away from me so I couldn't move. I lay underneath the blanket just shivering, and we were waiting. It was about, I want to say about 8:30. And then I started feeling really bad. And, excuse me, I ended up taking a nap. I was asleep from like 8:30 to like 1 in the morning. Like, I was really passed out. It was so bad, Mom and Dad actually thought at one point I stopped breathing, but I was like breathing, I guess, like shallow, I guess, you know, something like that. Because of my allergies. You can hear when I'm breathing through my nose, you know? Like with my allergies, you can hear my breathing get stuffed up. And I just can't hear me, and it got wet, you know? But I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning, felt okay-ish. And then my mom was like, okay, get washed up and go to bed. Just go to bed, you know? Because my mom was up waiting for me to, like, figure out what was going on, you know? I got washed up, came to bed. My mom and dad, my poor dad, he stayed up just in case he had like changed the hospital. And he had to get like 4:30 the next day. So he got like 3.5 hours of sleep, if that. I laid down for about a half hour. The dry heaves came back, and I started feeling so dizzy. It was so bad. It was like I was on one of those teacup rides and the carnivals. It was like that. I sat in bed and I encouraged myself to walk to my parents' room. So I was reaching for my phone, and this overwhelming sense of just everything rising from my stomach came up. I don't know how I made it to the bathroom. Made it there, puked everything out. Like, I literally, it just sounds gross. I see my breakfast in the toilet, and in the noise, that commotion, my mom and dad, I think it was my mom, heard me, and then sent my dad afterwards to check on me. When my dad walked into the bathroom today, he had the door fully closed, and the first thing he said was, finish up, wash up, we're going to the hospital. I got there, we thought it was food poisoning at first, because we really wasn't thinking anything. I think that whoever delivered the food may have slipped something in their drink, because I've never had that reaction from anything before. Like, I drink soda all the time, I drink energy drinks all the time, I drink all that kind of stuff. Never had a reaction. And the more we thought about the person who's delivering it, and it's like, they were kind of shady, like, they wouldn't look us in the eye. They were like, almost like sweet for us, like, letting us try to run down the driveway again, And when I ran after him, like, hey, this isn't the right food, type of thing. It was almost like, I'm not dealing with this, call whoever, I'm not dealing with it, like, ran to the car and left. So while I was at the hospital, they ran tests to make sure nothing like that happened. They found out I was like severely dehydrated, which is weird because I've been drinking like a lot of fluids lately, because with my allergies acting up, I had dry throats. And I've been drinking meeting my daily intake of water, plus drinking, green teas, on top of being what my, water intake is, and stuff like that. It's like, I don't think from vomiting, it would dehydrate me that bad, So, but, everything came back clear. They checked, vital signs, they checked, organ functionality, everything like that, because I was there, overnight they ran the test, Everything came back normal. I came home Thursday, and I've just been resting. I don't know what it was. It was honestly the scariest thing ever, because, the indigestion and pressure in my chest, it was how, it has a little indenture here, where the ribs go down. It was as if someone was going like this, with a vice grip, pulling. That's how much pressure was in my chest. It was scary. But I am better now. I've been resting, eating normal, getting back to normal. Today is Saturday, is the first day I felt really, really normal. I felt horrible on Friday, but I still went off with my mom and dad. Today though I felt the best I've felt in a long time. So since what happened here to the thing. So yeah, I don't know what it was. Excuse me. But I want to experience it again. We all agreed no more ordering food. We are not ordering food from any place that we cannot physically see them making it in front of it. So there's no tampering with it, type of thing. So Firehouse Subs, Subway, that's where we're going when we have a food made for us, a type of meal, But It was just no fun. I actually think whatever that was hurt worse than when I had COVID. Honestly, it felt worse than when I had COVID. But anyways, on to normal things. I didn't get much reading this week. Reading, I did not get much done. I am still reading Love Awakened on chapter 15, page 124. I'm being honest, all I wanted to do was sleep when I got home. And I didn't take a book with me to the library, or to the hospital. Didn't even think about it. So today, I went to the library, which I am going to read one of these books in here, and it's between two books. But before I get that, I want to talk some coloring. So, I still going to do a video on these paints to clear all the signatures, pearlescent acrylic paints. After swatching them, there really isn't much for me to say to them. They're good. I like them. Here's the colors. You see, they have a bit of a sheen and pearlescent to them. The black is a little more gold. I love the white. It doesn't show up on camera as good, but it is a very, very bright white, which would be really good for snow. The only thing which I would say about them is they can be difficult to open, because you like poke the top, and an explosion. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about them. So you'll see me using them when you see me using them. And I did get some Happy Mail mail today. We're also getting it tomorrow when this video uploads via Luna from Maria Chole. But I got this one from Rosemary, which is I didn't know this one was coming. And it's Vintage Coloring Pages number 4 by Tatiana Bogima Salova. Here's some sample pages in the back. As you see, Wizard of Oz. Surprisingly though, I did not start the Wizard of Oz page. But you can see, if I go here's like Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty, or Snow White. These are Snow White, and then this one in the front. The Sleeping Beauty, I think, because she pricked her finger. But look at that one. Look at the little chubby scarecrow. I'm gonna have to do this one. Take down a frame for my mom. Because if I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan, she's a big one. But I started it, and I haven't done much at all because I started getting tired. I started Puss in Boots, so I just did this part here. And I'm using Prismacolors so far. So yeah, love that page. Hopefully working on that more. I might probably switch between this and Luna touchdown tomorrow, because I have not seen a full flip through. Sorry, I'm drooling a lot today from allergies too. I have not seen a full flip through of Luna yet, but I have seen there's a lot of cat pages in Luna. I love cats, so, but I think, from what I have seen of Luna, I really want to do the book belongs to page. I do not know why. I just really want to do the book belongs to page of that book. So we shall see. So you will, coloring videos are coming back soon. I'm getting in the coloring mood. Because I'll talk about my wedding after doing these books. So, there's one book. I've had this book before, and I wasn't able to finish it. But it is really, really, really good. And that is, it's tricky. Let's check it out with its tape on it. That is The Priority of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Huge book. It is about 800 pages, I think. (804 pages). It is a standalone adult high fantasy. Now, there is rumors that she is writing a book 2 that is more of a companion piece to this. That right now is just a rumor, but this is a standalone. I read this one still reading it, I think like a year and a half ago, I think. And it is really, really good. It's just, I couldn't finish it. It was still on the new shelf, so I couldn't renew it. There was holds. So now I can hopefully read it. Next one, this is one of the ones I might actually start tonight instead of reading more of this. As I finally found it. Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, book 1 in the Farseer trilogy. This is her first trilogy of an interconnected trilogy series, and is the first book of Fritz. Her books you see here, like all of them, but it goes, they're all like interconnected, or like they're all like, it's best to read in order basically. So I went I've been looking for this one, which is the Assassin's Apprentice. I've been able to find Assassin's Quest and Royal Assassin. Never was able to find this. I went to the fantasy section, right there on the shelf, on display. I snatched it. I have been wanting to read Robin Hobb for so long, and people say like, "Oh, you can start the next trilogy." But right now, which is the Live Ship Traders, they say that series, that trilogy, is better than this trilogy. But I really just wanted to read from the beginning. And now I can. The other one I might start is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This is a young adult, fantasy. And it's not really interesting. It's set in like I guess use magic, so that it's hard to kind of explain. But it deals with an act of sabotage. When it releases one of the libraries in this world's most dangerous grimoire, and there's implications that I think the main character did it. So she has to go and I think free her name type of thing. It just, from what I read here, I was kind of in a rush because we got to the library at the last 30 minutes. But But it just sounded really good. I've heard some good things about it here on YouTube. So I was like, you know what, let me grab it. And then I also grabbed, the rest of these are all from the new, or the young adult section. I've been looking for this book for a while, which is Something Strange and Deadly by Susan. The next book is Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Jarrett. So I have my library's phone number was on the top. Let me just set it aside. And I've been looking at this one forever. This is book one of a trilogy. I tried to read I think it was Truth Witch by her. Did not like it. And as soon as she has this book out, I was like, you know what, this series out, let me try it. Could never find it in my library. Could never find book one in my library. They finally had it. I grabbed the new Becky Albertalli, which is Kate in Waiting. Sounds really good. It is kind of a love triangle book. It is about Kate and her best friend Anderson, who end up getting crushed on the same boy. And it just kind of goes from there, you know, type of thing. It sounds really interesting. I love cheesy young adult, cheesy young adult contemporary romances. Hell, I wrote a cheesy young adult contemporary romance. And the last one, 100% a cover pickup. Because it looks like it's going to do with like mermaids and seas and give me little mermaid vibes with dark energy. And that has all the stars and teeth. So look at this cover. Yeah. There you go. And this one is about a princess who has trained all her life to be an anomancer, which is a master of souls. And during a demonstration of her magic, it goes awry and she's forced to flee. And she basically just goes on this journey from there, and it really sounds like just deals with the ocean and deals with sea stuff. It sounds like this. I might actually choose between these two. Because I forgot this book, how good it sounded. So, yeah, I don't know if this is book one of the series. But look at that. Oh no. Look at the map. And there's sea creatures, so there's gonna be like epic ship battles, maybe. Here's your magic system. Here, I'll give you the... See if I can... There you go. You can pause and read. Oh yeah, this is gonna have a lot of magic in it. She studied storytelling as an intern within the popular Legend of Korra series. So it's going to have a lot of elemental magic and stuff into it. These two books. Top reading. But anyway, let me grab a drink and I'll talk about my rating. So So, my writing. I will do a dedicated video when I am about to start my writing. But a lot of things have changed because of laying in bed, I was able to daydream. My main character is no longer a male character, it's a female character. And a lot of structural things have changed. I am now thinking that this may be a duology of books, which kind of scary because I had this big, like, epic final conclusion battle scene, like, in mind where the main character was fighting off the evil entity, you know, type of thing, and it's like, what would happen if the evil entity won? You know, like, what if the evil entity won, and in book 2, main character now has to deal with having, having this evil religious cult's god soul, like, building up in itself, and then, like, the temptation of evil, and like really diving into, like, more, like, folklore side in book 2. And, like, could this be, like, the more I think, I was like, could this be, like, a duology, or could it be, like, a trilogy? Because, like, the working name right now is the Township. But, like, it could, like, a name like this, with, like, all the stars and teeth, with, like, something and the, it's like something, the and something, you know, type of thing, could fit as well. The different, more fancy name could fit as well, you know, type of thing. So it's like, am I switching from a suspense novel with religious elements, like religious cult elements, and like magical, like witchcraft and like folklore elements, into like a full dark, like urban fantasy folklore novel? But it's like the more I think of it, the more I'm like, that kind of fits, you know, type of thing. So I'm like, book 1 pretty much will stay the same. So it's like not much has changed, you know, besides main character from male to female, some side characters stuff I'm going to re-switch around. Because I have right now Act 1 and Act 2 pretty much mapped out in my head. I have to start getting really wrote down. I'm really focusing on characters right now when I had the energy. But I'm like, if I can switch the ending to fit, it could be something completely different. It's like, normally that kind of idea scares me. But like, now it's really hitting, like, it might be fun to like write, excuse me, might be really fun to write like a dark urban fantasy with folklore elements that still deals with like a religious cult. I'm just, I don't want to jinx this idea. I don't. But this book, and now possible books, feels like the one. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of freaking out. Because, like, I've not felt this way about a book in a while. So I'm excited. I will do a full, book video when I'm ready. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, it is, when you see this, 25th. I'm hoping by the end of this month to have Act 1, Act 2 on paper, so I start writing it. So if that is the case in May, I should, maybe through May, be able to start doing writing videos. Fingers crossed, don't quote me. But yeah. Other than that, we watched, as a family time, we watched Mortal Kombat on HBO Max, or HBO Max. Oh my god. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. All the hype I was feeling, my little heart growing up, playing Mortal Kombat and watching the old Mortal Kombat movies, which are not good, but they're good. You know, that kind of movie. This movie was good because it was good. To finally get a good Mortal Kombat movie was like, thank you to whoever was behind this movie, whoever was directing it, casting it, the actors, everyone, it was so good. Please, if you have HBO Max, watch it. If you are someone who's going to theaters, be careful. But I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So good. I have 2 negatives. 1, my favorite character died. They're my favorite fighter on the games. One of my favorite fighters in the games. And they killed him. They killed my favorite character. And then the trailer kind of spoils the ending, but it didn't take away from enjoyment. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, I'm rambling now. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. It is about 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna read, go to bed, edit up a little this. So I will see you guys very soon. I swear I'll not be no videos. So see you guys in the next video, and I'll chat with you soon.